Welcome and thank you for joining us today. My name is Doug Thaler from Infrastructure Preservation Corporation. We are a non-destructive testing, robotic engineering, and professional services company that specializes in bridge and infrastructure inspections. We're here today to learn about the use of modern technology and robotics in infrastructure inspection. This is not the same AI technology that you hear about on the news that will be available 20 years into the future. These are technologies and services that are being utilized today on infrastructure assets worldwide. These services provide quantitative data to the asset owners. They help them better allocate their assets to conduct repairs that will help extend the service life of these critical infrastructure assets, and it will do it safely. I see a number of you are already asking some questions via the chat. You can continue to ask questions as we go along. I'll save the Q&A for the end and put an FAQ together that I'll post along with this webinar. If you have a specific scope of work or an issue that you would like to see if we can resolve or a technology will resolve, feel free to click on the button on the bottom of the presentation and you can submit it there or email the information to info@infrastructurepc.com along with your contact information, and we'll get back to you to discuss how we can help. We're going to start today by looking at a number of categories of inspection services. Some of these categories contain more than one service. Here they are. And we'll start with tendon scan. Tendon scan is utilized for post-tension tendon inspections. It has two components. One that locates air, water, and bleeding grout inside external post-tension tendons, and a second device that locates loss of metallic area within an external tendon. So typically, the air, water, and bleeding grout, which are the precursors to corrosion, give you an indication that corrosion is forming. But typically, once the DOT or the asset owner sees that there is corrosion, what is the next step? The next step is there loss of metallic area? And our magnetic flux leakage device will be able to determine that. We'll discuss that again once we drill down into each slide, which will be in a little bit. Second, we have pole scan, which consists of a high mass light pole inspection service. And at the end, we have the separate repair robot, which we'll talk about in a bit. Almost all of these devices that we're going to be talking about today, they're portable, they're lightweight, they're wireless. Most of them are robotic or have robotic attachments. Most of them do not require lane closures or minimize the lane closures that are required depending on the access. Bucket trucks typically are not required, again, depending on the access and the type of structure. And of course, the information that we're retrieving and providing in the report is much more quantitative than what the asset owners are receiving today. These services utilize non-destructive testing technologies. Instead of spot checking, they conduct a comprehensive assessment of the component of the infrastructure they're inspecting. They were designed to do the complete inspection and replace the manual inspection process. The people that are conducting them are the experienced certified bridge inspectors and experienced trained field inspectors. So they are being given the technology and trained on the technology to be able to provide this data, this in-depth data to the asset owners. The next device is bridge scan, which is a bridge deck and approach roadway condition assessment. Rope scan, which is wire rope inspection, locates loss of metallic area inside of the wire rope. Cable scan, which is cable stay bridge inspection service. Portable, wireless, no lane closures or bucket trucks depending on access on the bridge. Can be travel anywhere in the world with the inspectors. Pole scan-R, which is the high mass light pole repair robot. No lane closures or bucket trucks required, and it is fast and efficient. Well, the infrastructure is aging and the asset owners need more accurate information to better allocate their limited budgets, their limited assets, to conduct repairs. We can't afford to replace all the bridges. We need to find out what's wrong with them as accurately as possible and manage the budgets as precisely as we can. These devices will help you differentiate yourself from your competition, win technology points, and win more bids. The inspections themselves provide more quantitative data, help the asset owners or your clients better allocate assets, help extend the service life of critical infrastructure assets. They help locate issues that your companies, most of your companies are design build companies, They can create the designs and conduct the repairs. They are all safer for the inspector and safer for the public. They require fewer lane closures, fewer traffic disruptions or heavy equipment and bucket trucks, and they provide technology points in the DOT bids that will help you win more bids. Why IPC? Well, IPC, our company, Infrastructure Preservation Corporation, started in 2009. The first 6 years were primarily R&D in order to develop these patented devices that go way beyond the competition and way beyond other devices and services that are the presentations to the Departments of Transportations. And a lot of states have been done. They are being utilized today, and we can certainly provide some case studies for you to review. Thank you. That concludes this introduction. You can now jump to the section that you're most interested in, or sit tight as we go through each device and service.